For most people, they live their lives by what society sees as right, or by what they have been taught. But I am one who has not. I do not live by the time of the day. I live as free as the birds. Love is the only element that controls me. It's the passion within my heart. It's the reason I live this way. Time and society have not shaped me, and they never will. Lately, the illness has consumed my whole being, knowing that I may not wait to see another day, or spend another hour with Anne. I will never get to see my son grow up, and I will never get to hold my grandchildren. These are the things that keep me up in the night. At the beginning, it started as a bet, an immature bet. Heads or tails. If I got heads, I had to go and ask for a girl's number on the other side of the bar. Tails, and I had to use a cheesy pick-up line. You can imagine my embarrassment when I got tails. Being young, you never think moments like this will affect your entire life, but it did. She liked my sense of humour, the way I was willing to have a laugh, and her name was Anne. The realisation that I flipped a coin and got what was supposedly bad turned out so good, got me thinking. What if I were to live my life by flipping a coin? I'd always been restricted to the needs and the rules of those around me. Why not break from the chain? That morning, I can remember waking up and my decision to live by a coin was fine. I'd been stuck in the same routine for years. So, I found the coin in my pocket and flipped it to see if I should call up Anne to meet for a coffee. Heads it was. She said she'd meet me at 10. As I walked out the door, I seemed to see the world from a different view. I was put here to explore, not to be stuck in an office. A 9 to 5 job. I met Anne at Starbucks, and this was when I decided to tell her about my decision about how to live my life by a coin. I can't remember how I told her my plan. I was too consumed in the idea of living life by chance. All I can remember is flipping a coin to decide what we should do next, to Paris or to California. The coin spun, and as I looked at her, I knew we would be sharing something special, no matter the outcome. Anne and I had talked about love. We mainly spoke about it in the field near her house. She believed in what the Greeks had said, that humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of the other half. She always claimed that we were soulmates, and how could that be true if I was with her by chance? I did not search for her, it was coincidence. But what a perfect coincidence. This was when I decided to ask her to take my hand in marriage. As the years went by, I knew I'd made the right decision to marry Anne, but there were moments I regretted not having my free will due to the coin. It was the small things, but when they built up, I knew it would be the death of me. I kept asking myself, should I go to the doctors about this? And every time, the coin would choose tails, and I wouldn't go. So here I am, a coin in my hand, wondering what to do next. I know my days are numbered, but how do I tell Anne? Will I be able to tell her that my last breath is close? I cannot cling onto my life much longer. If there is one thing I have learned from life, it is not to be fearful of anything. Death be not proud, but some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkest thou dost overthrow die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep, which but thy pictures be, much pleasure then from thee, much moons flow. And soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones, souls delivering. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings and desperate men, and dost with poison, war and sickness dwell, and poppy and charms can make us sleep as well. And better than thy stroke, why swellest thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more, death thou shalt die.